This video right here, y'all, this going out to the state of Indiana and the South Bend Police Department, y'all. I want to say that this video is for educational purposes only, and it's also for entertainment purposes only, everybody. And this is Chris Hunter Miller, or Hunter Miller. He was an officer at the South Bend Police Department until he transferred to the Michigan City Police Department. That was of last year, I believe, y'all. Chris committed impeachment in my trial case, y'all. Let me explain. Let me tell y'all. 2017, he was called out to an area where I was. I believe it was like the 400 block of LaSalle Street, South Bend, Indiana. At the time of this event, y'all, me and who is now my children's mom were having an altercation outside of my car at a friend's house. He arrives on the scene, gets there, him and a couple other officers, and they asked what's going on. I told him what was going on. Basically, me and her was having a disagreement. You know, we was drinking. I had a few beers. Everything was cool. The situation really had died down by the time that they got there. You see what I'm saying? And he asked me where did I live. And I told him I stayed downtown, in which I did. Lived in the downtown area at that time. And, you know, my apartment building was only like 2 blocks away. Chris Hunter Miller told me, okay, you guys need to separate. You just walk home. I'm like, okay, cool, bet. I'm walking home. I'm literally walking off from the scene. He calls out, whose car is this? I turn around and I say, that's my car. He's like, okay, well, I need you to come back real quick. So I walk back over to him. He begins to direct the situation towards my car. He's like, okay, well, this car is parked askew. We're gonna have to move it. It can't be parked like that. And I'm like, you know, I know my car is parked right. At this point, I know they fucking with me. You know, I know he's on bullshit now. He pursues to say, well, this car needs to be parked right. I can't let you drive the car because you already told me you had a few beers. Is it okay if I move the car up a little bit and park it correctly? And I'm like, man, for real, the car is parked, bro. Like, he's like, well, you don't really have too many options. Either you let me pull the car up some or we're gonna tow the car. I know I got my gun in my armrest. You see what I'm saying? He don't have a reason to search my car. You see, if my gun is in my armrest locked away, that's all I'm thinking about. Okay, this should be just smooth and dandy. He gonna park the car. We good to go. Because I didn't want to get it towed. You know what I'm saying? It's a day before my birthday. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I give him the keys. I'm like, man, if you're gonna just pull it up, go ahead and pull it up. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm being just 100 about the situation because I'm trying to just get the fuck on. No, that's not what happened. And I want to say too, y'all, at the time I was driving a 2004 Chrysler Sebring convertible. You see what I'm saying? Real compact car, not much space. Let's continue. I give Hunter Miller my keys to my car. He opens up the door. Him and like 5 other officers out there that's on the scene. You see what I'm saying? I got a liquor bottle sitting right here on my driver's seat, y'all. Like I said, it's a day before my birthday, 10/21. My birthday is 10/22. In order to operate this car, y'all, the bottle was in the seat. He had to move the bottle. He claims he moved it over a little bit towards the armrest, in which he reported that was open center plain view counsel. He said the gun was open center plain view counsel. Let me show you the police report and what he said. And as y'all can see right here, after parking the vehicle, I observed a black handgun in the open center, plain view counsel. And then I also want to take y'all here to the plain view doctrine. You see what I'm saying? Let's read it and see what this says. It says requisites. The law enforcement officer in search of evidence has a prior justification for an intrusion or is in a position from which he can view a particular area. The discovery of the evidence in plain view is inadvertent and it is immediately apparent to the officer that the item he observes may be evidence of a crime. Peep that out, y'all. Plain view doctrine means it is immediately apparent. So again, y'all, when Hunter Miller got into my car, he said the gun was in plain view open center counsel. Gets into my car, puts the car in park, pulls off in the car, goes around the block out of our eyesight. While this is happening, I get slapped in handcuffs. by Joseph Galea, y'all, the field training officer at the time for Chris Hunter Miller. And this is way before he found the gun in my car. I asked Joseph, I'm like, what am I getting handcuffed for? He's like, oh, you're a big guy. We're just gonna handcuff you for your safety. So while this dude is coming through an alleyway in my car, remember, he done pulled off, hit the block, come through an alleyway. I'm sitting on the curb in handcuffs. He radios, oh, I got a gun. So I'm like, okay, y'all. He done did some bullshit. I done went to jail that day for my birthday. Next day, I bonded out. I'm like, I got to get a lawyer, right? And I didn't know what I know now. You see what I'm saying? I was incompetent at the time, and I can say that. I can admit that. I'm not tripping. But now we on their ass. So I'm taking this situation to trial, y'all, at the time in St. Joseph County Court, and I hire Michael Wandling, which then it went from St. Joseph County to Mishawaka Superior Court. This is where the case was at because Michael Wandling had the case transferred from St. Joseph County to Mishawaka to Jenny Pitts Maynier, in which I don't know why he did that, but anyway, let's keep going. So like I said, we go to trial in this case. Chris Hunter Miller lies in court about what happened in my car, which led to him finding a firearm in there. And in one hearing, he said he grabbed the bottle, moved it towards the counsel to drive the car. And then the next hearing, y'all, he like, I didn't touch nothing. It was just open center, plain view counsel. The gun was in plain view sight. In which I've been showing y'all the trial court transcription, y'all, where it says right here, the deputy prosecuting attorney at that time, Robert Michael Swaby, even called it out. Is this impeachment? Because he knew that Chris Hunter Miller, the state of Indiana's key main witness, had got on the stand and lied. But the court, y'all, is Jenny Pitts Maynier. You see what I'm saying? This is being offering for impeachment purposes, y'all, not as substantive evidence. So the key main witness lying is being taken as impeachment purposes, not substantive evidence. Come on, man. I'm killing them with this shit. Y'all like killing them. My attorney says, so Officer Miller, that testimony is different. That testimony was June of 2018, correct? Officer said, correct. And we're in September of 2019, correct? And in that testimony, you said you moved the bottle towards the center counsel. The officer said, I did, y'all. And my attorney said, and today you say you didn't? The officer said, I did. My attorney said, in both times you were under oath? The officer said, I was. And those are diametrically opposite statements, aren't they? Yes, they are. Both of them cannot be true, can they? No. And since there's two statements that you are providing that are, one of them has to be incorrect, correct? Correct.